All right, so I'm live with 52 weeks of Rust. I'm going to dive right into it because I have a lot of stuff I want to cover, and I think I'm on match control if I remember correctly. So I'm going to get right into sharing my screen here and dive into it. There we go. All right, so one of the things I think that's cool is to actually, when you're using a new language, is make sure we use our Copilot integration. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to go to, I think this is the one I just used right here. And we'll fire this thing up. All right, so I'm inside of here. We also have Copilot enabled, which I'm going to use quite a bit because it does really help to write code. And what I'm going to cover today is I'm going to continue to use the book, and I believe I'm under this match control right here, like controlling the flow. And so let's play around with this. So the match control flow construct, Rust has a powerful control flow construct called match that allows you to match and compare patterns and execute them. So it's kind of like a coin sorting machine. Okay, I like that. So speaking of coins, let's go ahead and do this. All right, let's try this out. And so what I can do is make another one. We'll call this match control. So we'll say history. Again, this is how I remember things. And here we go. Cargo new. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll say cargo new. We'll call this match control. We'll try that. And I'm going to CD into there. And then we're in match control, source main. All right, so we got a match control here. So I'm going to play around a little bit here with our friend, the Copilot, and I'm gonna see if I can play around with building building something that we can actually use. And so I can say building. We'll say build a coins enum. See what it does. There we go. I love it. So this is cool. We can see Copilot is helping us out, and then we can say implement let's see here, implement a function that matches the coin and returns back a numerical value. Create a function that matches the coin and returns a numerical value. Okay, let's see what it builds out. There we go. I like it. Right. So we can see here there's a function now that takes a coin enum and it matches on the coin that's passed in, and it will return back. If it's a penny, it'll return back 1. If it's a nickel, it'll return back 5. It's a dime, 10, a quarter, 25. So this is, I can see here, this is where the Copilot is really kind of helping me out quite a bit here. And so then now what I could do is I could say build, call the function and print the results for each coin. That's exactly what I would build. And so it's got to build a main function. There we go. And we can see here what's been set up. So it builds a immutable variable, which is penny, immutable variable, which is nickel. It builds a dime. It also builds a quarter, and then it prints all these out. So let's go ahead and say cargo run. Let's see what we get. Could not due to previous error. So call. So this might be where could not compile match control due to previous error expected on line 1. what did I screw up? Is this the wrong kind of comment? Is that the issue? I think this is the problem, is I need to have the right Rust comment, and it was screwing things up. And now let's do that. That was it. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, the comment doesn't look like it's recognized. Perfect. Now, what would be kind of cool, which I haven't tried yet, is we could say, like, we could write a let's see, Rust CLI. How do we build a Rust CLI? Command line tools, project setup, cargo new. So if you haven't already, we do this. So that's what I'm going to try to read next, is parsing command line arguments, project setup. This contains the metadata. We can execute cargo run, parsing command line arguments. With clap, a much nicer way to use with a library. So let's try this. So we'll say, let's try this. So do I need to put this? Now we can use, first add it to the dependencies of our cargo file. So let's find this cargo first. Cargo, and the one they're asking me to do is called clap. Let's find that. Clap. Here we go. So we see that there's a new one. Add this to your cargo 2ml file. Okay, let's do it. Let's go here. Let's go back to my thing. Here's my cargo file. And sure, does this work? So let's do cargo build. See if that works. They're going to grab it. Okay, so it does look like it's going to grab this thing. Okay. And so what I want to do here is I want to convert my learning into more like production quality code by adding the ability to build a command line tool. And so I want to look at some of the documentation plus add this in here to see if I can get that working. So that looks like it's in. And now what I want to do is I want to say, like, copy some of this code here. So we need to do this. Yeah. Let's use this. And then we want to like build a command line tool, CLI, a command line tool that accepts a coin and returns the value it sends. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so what are you going to give me? That's not yet what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. See, this didn't work exactly the way I wanted. Derive parser. There we go. Struct ops clap. It's not exactly what I want either. So this might be a situation where I do have to get a little bit, search for a pattern and display the lines. Oh, I see. So right below this, the CLI contains our main function. So this is definitely going to test my ability to understand a language, is that we probably want this down here like that. Call the function. So we don't want this. We want to call the function and invoke the command line tool. Okay, so what are you going to do? What are you going to build for me? Subcommand penny value and sense. Sure. Let's Let's try it out. So I don't know how this will work, but let's say cargo build. Uh-oh. So what do we fail? So let ops. So we might have to clean this code up here. And let's see if it's smarter now. Call the function that accepts a coin and returns the value. So I might not be smart enough in Rust yet to build this. This may be beyond my could not compile match control. So I need to look at the documentation as well. So cargo run some pattern. So this might be too. Build a command line tool that can match a coin and return a part. And I don't think we yet want this here. So let's see what happens. We'll say, do not use a subcommand. That I don't want you to use plain string. Is that all I need? Struct. Okay. Call. Okay. And let's see what happens if I do this. Okay. Results. Let args cle parse. Let coin penny, dime. Let's see if this works. Function associated not found in CLI. So struct, yeah, that doesn't appear right here. So this is where there's a few things I'm missing in order to use this command line tool here framework. So this may be beyond my ability right now to use Copilot, and it shows in some sense one of the issues here. But on the other hand, it could be kind of fun to see if I can figure this out. Which I have some time. Let's see if I can figure it out. So the getting the arguments, we care really only about in arguments. That's the main thing that we care about, right? Is we want this like test.txt here. And so in this case, in Rust, it's common to do this, let pattern, right? So parsing with clap. So we have this thing. This is the pattern to look for, the path to the file to read. So let's start with this. Search for a pattern in a file and display the lines that can contain it. In this case, let's switch gears here, and I'm going to swap out this code first to see if I can get the command line tool to work. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna delete all my code. So I'm just gonna go here, and I'm just gonna start with this, and then I'm gonna put in a function, and let's see if we can get the command line tool to work first. Right, cargo build. This should work. Cargo run. Parser. What is it saying here? So it says no function for parse. Drive parser. Cargo build. It's a trait and not an attribute. No function or associated item name for parse. Yeah, where is parse? Let's look back here. Did I need to put this somewhere else? Where is parse here? Pattern here. So maybe that is an issue. Maybe I have an API doc problem. Okay, that could be it. So let's see here. So let's look at the example. That's a good idea. Uh, Examples, cargo, derive. What do we got? Here's a hello world. Let's see here. Manifest examples. Reusable CLI flags for cargo plugins. Clap. No, that's not what I want. Let's see here. What if I just want to see a hello world? It would be nice if they had a README here. That would be. Here's the docs. Here's the examples. Create your own command line parser with all the bells and whistles. Here's an example. And boy, there's no hello world. That's that's not great. So demo, what does this do? A simple program. Okay, let's just take this. Let's start with hello world here. And let's go back to this and see if I can get this. Okay, so we got simple program to greet a person. We'll say thanks to a friend here. Thanks for bailing me out. That was a good tip. Read the documentation. We got a simple program to greet a person, derive, parser, debug, command. We got that, struct args, name person to greet. And we have a function here that uses this to capture arguments. I think I understand this. So let's go ahead and say cargo build. Does it build? No, not even the build doesn't work. No function or associated parse. There must be something I'm screwing up here, which is weird. I don't know why. Cargo run. Oh, let's Google this. This is beyond me. Put maybe something's broke. Well, here we go. Here's what I can do is let's just abandon ship. Let's do this. I'm going to go up a directory, just delete this. And then I'm going to say cargo new, and we'll call this, is this thing, clap, like clap tool. There you go. And now I'm going to just start from zero. I'm going to go to the cargo, and I'm just going to follow the documentation for the tool here, which is, where is this thing? Here we go. This should be clap cargo. Let's go here. Let's go to the documentation. Let's just go to, like, hopefully there's a hello world. So cargo, add clap features, derive. So what does this do? So let's read the command line argument parser for Rust. Out of the box, users get a polished CLI, flexible enough. While these can get odds with build time. Okay, cargo add. Now, why do I need to do that? Cargo add clap. Then define your CLI in the main. Okay, well, let's just do what it says. What happens if I do this? So I'm going to CD into this. If I do that, what happens? Cargo add clap features derive. Didn't that command did not work. What happens if I do it one directory up here? Yeah, it looks like you might be able to add a clap feature. Derive parses a clap pro mech, which is somewhat advanced, huh? So let's try that. Let's go to here, and let's go to, where's my clap tool main, And if I go back to this and I thought all I had to do is just add this to, if I go back here, it should just say, just do this, right? So if I add this to the cargo file like that, and I say make build, and I cd into clap tool, and I say cargo build, this should, in theory, it looks like it's got kinds of things that would sound like command line tool related. And then I go to the main file. And then again, I go back to this tool, go to the docs, and then in theory, just copy this. Does this work? This does seem like an important thing for me to learn to master. I think the command line tool is kind of like my truth serum to understand a language. Cargo run. Oh, still struggling. Could not find attribute clap in this scope. Cannot find the drive macro parser in this scope. Man, that is. Cannot find the drive macro in this scope. The compiler has a small set of drive, and you have to import the drive before they can be used. After Rust, you need to import from primitive usage. So I need to do this. Oh, let's try what Jeremy's got. Version features derive. Oh, okay. Let's try that out. Let's try that. Clap. I don't know how to copy that. Version features derive. Okay, let's try that out. So if we go back to cargo, well, let's try this out. We'll say in a cargo to version. Oh, clap equals 332. Let's try that. Let's try features equals derive. It looks like it could work. So and now let's do cargo build. Let me screw it up here. So version clap equals. So clap equals here, version equals. See if this works. Ooh, look at this. Thanks, Jeremy. That's nice. And now does this work? I'll go run. Whoa! All right, you're a genius, Jeremy. Thank you for helping me out with this. But now this gives me some confidence that but it worked. so if I go through here and I say clap tool, which clap tool, or yeah. Oh, I need to go to the target. See the target. Do I just do this? Do I actually? Now I would just say cargo run clap tool. Is that how it works? Argument. So now I don't even know how to run the command line tool. So it is, I'm assuming it puts it into debug, right? Like if I go into target, it's got to go into debug, and then we have clap tool. There we go. Perfect. And then if I say name, say hello, we'll call this Bob. Oh no, we'll say Jeremy. We'll use Jeremy since he helped us. But yeah, thank you. Perfect. Yeah, so this is good. This is so I mean, what I now that I understand, thanks to Jeremy, how to do command line tools, then what I want to try next, maybe next week, is I want to try to go into here and like start telling it to do all kinds of stuff like, Copilots, build, I don't know, like Fibonacci, or or whatever, Fibonacci, right? And then like it builds out a function, and then like and then I say run Fibonacci, and then I could actually build out like command line tools around this. I don't know yet. The Python part works extremely well for Copilot. I think uh, with Rust, I don't know yet because I'm not a Rust expert how well it will work. But this is giving me some confidence that I can use Copilot in command line tools, because that's really my formula for with Python, is to use Copilot plus command line tools to just build stuff 10 times faster than a regular developer. So yeah, this was pretty good. I think I'll now, the other thing that I'm screwing up here is I'm not knowing how to do lots of different commits that ignore the right files, because when I check this code in, it screws everything up. And so what I can do is add, I guess, another. There may not be like a perfect solution for this, but I'll just CP my get ignore into the clap tool. And then if I go back to my clap tool directory, hopefully it doesn't check in a bunch of binaries. So say get status. Uh, hmm, there's nothing here that it's trying to check in, which is a little bit weird. I do want it to check in something. I want to say get add source. Get status. What is it? Huh. Untracked files. Oh no, it did find it. That's exactly what I want to check in. So then, and I probably want to check in that cargo file too. Get add cargo file. Let's see it, and then we'll add a commit, adding CLI tool. That actually works. Perfect. Nice. All right. Thanks for helping me out, Jeremy. It's always nice to get some tips here. Now I know how to do some command line tools with Rust. All right. Well, thanks everybody, and I'll see you next week.